Shalom. Before I begin this video, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. Also as well, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. They continually reveal well to this very day. That is feeding and fly through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai. And also as well, Shalom to the whole elect. That's continually laboring this work. And also do labor to show forth your diligence to make your calling and election sure, and faith in truth and sincerity, and also in all charity. Now, it's going to be a quick video through the spirit. I'm going to entitle this video as Joint Heirs with Yahweh Shai. Okay, and this is pursuant unto the kingdom, which is to be established by our Lord Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. And also as well, the perks of the kingdom that comes along with it. Because when we teach about the elect of the nation of Israel, that's a heavy number when it comes to this truth, when it comes to the doctrine of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. And really, the elect themselves, which the Lord's will, who are part of that number, the elect is also heavy. And that's why that position of being joint heirs with Yahweh Shai is only given to the elect of the nation of Israel. Okay? That's a special lot that is given unto certain individuals out of the nation of Israel. Okay? Because it's prophesied within the scriptures that the kingdom was going to be given to our Lord Yahweh Shai, and it's going to be an everlasting dominion and kingdom. And also as well, you have the ones who have followed Yahweh Shai from generation to generation and held fast to the doctrine and the faith in Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. And guess what? That reward is coming to the ones who have continually followed him. Because you do have certain individuals out of the nation of Israel who have continually followed our Lord Yahweh Shai from one generation to another. Okay? And you still have men to this very day in this generation that's doing the same thing. Okay? So it would be madness that these men would not be rewarded for their works. All right? And we wholeheartedly believe this. Okay? But, that's something that the majority of our people don't look into, because, like we always go into, is that, when it comes to this current kingdom and this system that's set up, they're only fixated and they're only concerned about getting their consolation in this current kingdom, but not considering the kingdom that's to come. Okay, which again is an everlasting kingdom, which is never going to fade. And in this next coming kingdom, this next dominion, this rulership that's coming in the future, is going to be for the benefit of our nation. Okay? Because we're no longer going to be underneath the captivities, underneath these other nations. We're never going to be underneath these other nations anymore. And the nation of Israel is going to be put back in its proper lot, or in its proper position that the Lord has deemed our nation to be. Okay? The Lord meant for our nation, the nation of Israel, to be at the top amongst, or the top above all other nations, pursuant to Deuteronomy chapter 7, verse 6. Okay? But like I mentioned before, the majority of our people don't see that, and that's why there's a separation right now in the nation of Israel between the elect and the 2/3. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and jump into the precepts I have here. Like I said, I'm not going to make this too long. I'm going to make it quick. Lord's will, this is edifying to the listeners. Hopefully this video is adds more to your faith. And I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into it. So this is the book of Romans chapter 8, verse 16. It says, the Spirit itself bear witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High. And if children, then heirs. All right? So we are the sons of the living power. Okay? It tells you that in the scriptures that the nation Israel, we are the sons of the Most High. Okay? Because, the Bible tells you that there are 3 classifications of men. Okay? You have the sons of the Most High. Okay? Which, of course, are the Israelites. And then you have the sons of men, which are the other nations, like Ham, Ishmael, Moab, Ammon, Japhet. These other nations, they're known as the sons of men, right? There's another classification of men. And then you have the third one, which is the sons of the wicked, okay? And the sons of the wicked, they are known as the so-called white man, which his true biblical nationality is Esau or Edom. Okay, so that's where you have your 3 classifications of men. So you have the sons of the Most High, the children of the Most High, right? We are heirs. Okay, and reading on, it says heirs of the Most High and joint heirs with Yahushua, if so be that we suffer with him, right? That's the point. That's really important, because if we're joint heirs with Yahushua, that means we have to suffer with him. Okay, the things in which he went through. And actually, let me hold that on deck. Slack you. Bear me for a second. Okay, but just want to hold that on deck. But like I said, if we are joint heirs with Yahushua, our Lord, then if so be, we have to suffer with him. Okay, so the things in which he went through in the flesh, guess what? We're gonna go through those same things. Okay, he dealt with ailments, he dealt with demons, he dealt with doubts, demons messing with his head, Satan tempting him, persecuted by his own people, all of that, man. And guess what? We're gonna go through the same thing. But it's beautiful, because even to have an opportunity to go down the same path as Yahushua is a blessing, because you're going down the right path. All right, you're going down a good path. This path is the path least traveled, and only a select few are able to withstand this path. Okay, because guess what? Yahushua was the only one who was able to go through these things and be crucified and be sacrificed. Okay, so likewise as well with this current lot that we've been given, or we've been put in. Guess what? You're in this how should I put it? You're in a great lot, for lack of a better term. Okay, you're in a good position, because this is the pathway leading unto salvation. Okay, this is the pathway to enter in to that joint heirship. All right, with Yahushua. So again, it says, if so be that we suffer with him, that we may be also glorified together. Okay, so if we go through these sufferings, guess what? We're going to also be glorified together with him. Okay, verse 18 says, for I reckon that the sufferings of this present time are not worthy to be compared with the glory which shall be revealed in us. Okay, so these sufferings in the present time, they're not worthy to be compared to the glory that's coming. Okay, the glory that's going to be revealed in us. All right, because these sufferings that we're going through right now, these are nothing compared to what Yahushua went through. So if you feel some type of way about the sufferings that you're going through, well, take a look at our Lord Yahushua. Look at what he went through and compare it to what you're going through, and you see it pales in comparison to his sufferings. Okay, so we have nothing to complain about. Okay, no one of us can say that we're able to go through that same path that Yahushua went through. Okay, I'm gonna jump from there. So this is John chapter 15, and start at verse 20. It says, "Remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also. But all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me." So, again, like it says here in verse 20, it says, "Remember the word that I sent unto you, that the servant is not greater than his Lord." And that's a fact, okay? Because we're servants of our Lord, Yahushua. And, we're no greater than he is, okay? And since they persecuted Yahushua, guess what? They're going to persecute us because we follow him. All right? And, it's always been like that, okay? Where the righteous men have always been persecuted by not just the other nations, but mainly the main opposition that the righteous always go through and always run into is from our own people, okay? And you would think it would be the other way around, but that's how it is, because the nation of Israel, we're a peculiar people, okay? So if anything, if there be any sort of opposition, anything like that, you will know that it's coming from the majority of our people, okay? Because for one thing, not only that I mentioned that we're a peculiar people, but also as well, our people are hard-hearted, all right? In other words, they're hard-headed, okay? Stubborn, stiff-necked, okay? But again, like it says here, it says the servant's not greater than his Lord. So what Yahushua went through, guess what? We're going to go through the same thing, being persecuted, going through ailments, sicknesses, and everything else under the sun, okay? But, we count that as joy, okay? I think I have another one here. So it's the book of James, chapter 5. It's at verse 11. It says, "Behold, we count them happy which endure. Ye have heard the patience of Job, and have seen the end of the Lord, that the Lord is very pitiful and of tender mercy." Okay? So that's another thing, like I mentioned earlier, is that, you should count it as a joy, or count it as a, something to be thankful for, because these things that we are experiencing, these are building blocks to receiving that heirship, which I mentioned in the book of Romans, okay? And there's other scriptures that outlines this same thing which I'm speaking about, And it drives the point home that to order to receive these things, you have to go through the hardship. Okay, just like our Lord did. But like it says here, it says you heard the patience of Job. And Job, if you read about what happened to Job, then you know for a fact that what we're going through is nothing. Because Job still held his integrity after everything he was put through. And guess what? If you can receive it, the Most High was the one who put him through that. Okay, and he used Satan to do that. Okay, but there was a reason why the Most High did that. Okay, he did that because he knew that Job was a righteous man, and Job would have to go through those things in order to receive what was laid up in store for him. Okay, so likewise us, the Most High is the one who's putting us through this, and he's using different elements, different spirits to take us down our perspective paths, which is going to lead to the same result, which is the kingdom, which is that heirship which I'm speaking about. Okay, and I may change the title of this video to the heirship or joint heirship, because that's really the undertone of this video. Okay, and like I mentioned, the Lord is sending us down, because every brother, we have our own thing going on. We all have our own trials and tests that we go through, but the end result, the end of the journey is the same. Okay, because every brother has different pressure points to where we are tried, that we get pressured on. Okay, but that's the beautiful thing about it, because each brother has a strength in one area and a weakness in another, and that's why we have the brotherhood who is strong in those areas where we're weak. And that's why this thing of ours is so important, because through this thing of ours, this truth, where we're able to get through these certain trials, these tests. Okay, and this is all through the design of Yahweh Bashim Shai. Okay, but I'm gonna go ahead and end off on that note, and actually, let me grab one last precept, and then I'll close it out. All right, it's the book of Matthew, chapter 19, and it's at verse 28. It says, "And Yahweh said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory," right? Because you always have that same generation that followed Yahweh Shai, that followed the Lord and took heed to his words, right? When the Lord shall sit on his throne of glory, which is going to come by way of him coming back and establishing the kingdom, guess what? It says here that ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. Okay? So, the men of the Lord who have followed Yahweh Shai continually throughout the generations, guess what? We're going to be sitting on thrones. Okay? And that will be the end of the story. From then on, the kingdom is going to continue to prosper, and it's going to continue to rule, and there's going to be no end to it. Okay? So all these things that happened from the beginning, from the time of Adam, when he was brought on the earth, all the way up until now, That's why the scriptures say the first Adam was made flesh, roughly paraphrasing. And then it says the second Adam, or the last Adam, is made a quickening spirit. Okay, so from the time of the first Adam all the way up to the last Adam, the story is leading all the way up to the coming of the kingdom. Okay, but I'm gonna go ahead and off on that note. So again, Lord's will. This was edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. Until next time, once again, we're going to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh. Ba'ashem El-Shai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well to this day. And also Shalom. Peace and safety, salutations to the whole elect. That's continually laboring this work, continuing to spread this gospel to the members of the whole elect in faith, truth, and sincerity, and also in all charity. And with that, we'll say Shalom.